Hi, and welcome to another Mental Health Minute with Central County Services. My name is Carlos Sanchez, and I'm a licensed professional counselor and one of our crisis intervention specialists with our Intellectual and Developmental Disabilities Department. Today, I'm going to talk to you about 3 of the common myths about suicide. At the time of this video, the United States and Central Texas are going through COVID. There's a lot going on financially, a lot going on medically, and socially. We have people who have lost jobs, people who aren't being able to make the same amount of income, to include our own center. We have people who are experiencing social issues. We have a lot of racial tension right now. And there's a lot going on, and that's for that reason. Today, I feel like as good as any to have this conversation about suicide. With our social, medical, financial situations, those are just a few of the situations, but there are many, some big, some small, of why people have thoughts of suicide. And so I know some of you are thinking, but you work in the Intellectual and Developmental Disabilities Department. Don't you work with individuals with Down syndrome and autism? Well, yes, I do. But today, it's just as pertinent to have this conversation about suicide as it was when I was part of our mental health mobile crisis outreach team. It's pertinent for everyone. And so I want to talk about these 3 myths. Myth number 1, that only people with depression or mental health diagnosis have thoughts of suicide. This is not true. Anybody with problems, anybody with stressors that are overwhelming can have thoughts of suicide. And it's important to remember that the stressors are defined by the person, whether I feel like it's a big deal or not whether other people feel. So if I can't find a solution, that's when I might experience these feelings of hopelessness and helplessness. So anybody can experience it. Myth number 2 is that people saying that they are suicidal are only doing it for attention. This is not true. It is true they want attention, but they want attention and help. If we assume that they're okay and they're only asking for attention and never do anything else, we can have some severe consequences for that individual because we miss the opportunity to show that we care. It's important that we listen, double check our understanding of the situation, and then get help. Myth number 3 is that if I ask about thoughts of suicide, if someone's experiencing those ideas, that I might actually put the idea in their head. And this is not true. We will never be wrong to ask someone if they're having thoughts of suicide, if they're thinking about killing themselves. Trust me, there is no better way to show that we care. We will always appreciate helping someone. We will never regret asking them if they need help. Never regret asking them if they're in a really bad place. If you suspect a family member, friend, or anybody you know is having thoughts of suicide, there's a few things you can do. You can call our crisis line at 1-800-888-4036. You can call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, or even the Veterans Crisis Line, and those are in the links below. You can always go to the ER or call 911 if you need help. There's no wrong answer. There are a lot of hurting people in our communities today. If you're one of them, please reach out. If you know of someone, ask them if they're having thoughts of suicide and get help. Thank you for your time. Stay healthy, stay safe. This has been another Mental Health Minute with Central County Services.